Hey guys, it's Mr. Grego. I want to quickly do a review of the third grade MCOM, and by the end of this video, I want you to have improved your mental math skills, and I also want you to improve your math fluency. Remember, math fluency is accuracy and efficiency. So that means moving quickly and accurately. So let's take a look at it, and here it is. The first problem is pretty basic. It's just basic addition. Number two, sometimes kids subtract. They're not paying attention to the symbol. Five take away one is four. Sometimes kids put six because they're adding. This is different because it's horizontal, but it's still 17. Four times five. I like to count by five four times, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 17 take away three. Sometimes kids like to rewrite it like this, and that's fine. 8 times 2, counting by twos 8 times, and you get 16. Number 8, I always start in the tens place actually when I notice a problem like this, and it's 25. Number 9, I there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can do it the standard way. 6 plus 5 is 11, and then you regroup into the tens, and you get 31. I see it a couple of different ways. The first way that I see it is 15 plus 15. It's a double. That's 30. And then there is one left over, or one more, so that equals 31. The other way to do it is to start off at the tens place to get 20, and then 6 plus 5 is 11, and then you can put those together. Any of these ways are great. 5 times 3, kind of like 5 times 4. I count by 5 times 15. This is a problem that many kids put 12. This is incorrect. Um, they're not really being very mindful of what it's asking. So you can count up from 9 to 17. So it'll go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can count up that way. And count up is a great strategy for subtraction. I also see a difference of 10. So 10 plus 9 would be 19. Then I'd go backwards 2 to get 8. 7 times 9, you can use the 9 tricks on your finger for that, and it's 63. Let's scroll down. Remember, you can pause this video at any time. Number 13, it's 14 plus 17. This is kind of a tough one for a lot of students because they struggle with adding sevens. So 4 plus 7 is 11, and you can regroup that into the tens, and we get 31. You can also do it by the tens place, so that would be 20, and then 4 plus 7 is 11, and we can add those together. 6 times 8 is 48. That little rhyme helps me remember. Number 15, lots of kids struggle with this when they look here, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe they're just kind of rushing. But starting the ones place, 2 take away 0 is 2. 8 take away 8 is nothing, so you can hold the 0, or you can just leave it blank. 58 plus 65. This problem does throw some kids off. You gotta make sure that you regroup here. 8 plus 5 is 13. We're regrouping at tens, and then that becomes 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 is a double, and it's 123. The other way that you could do this, this is definitely a little bit more confusing to the kids. It'd be 50 plus 60 is 110. That throws kids off. Then 8 plus 5 is 13, and I get 123. 13 minus 10, lots of kids put 23 on this problem. They're not paying attention to the symbol. So always, always, always be mindful of the symbol. And 13 take away 10, the difference is 3. 4 take away 8, not 4 take away 8, I'm sorry. This is the division symbol. 8 divided by 4. So how many 4s can fit into 8? Well, that's 2. 42 divided by 6. I always think of fat triangles. 6, 42. What number would it be? And it's 7. This is one that we just got to practice. 16 take away 13. Lots of kids put 29 here, and you're right. They're not paying attention to the symbol. 16 take away 3 is 3. Let's go ahead and scroll down. The second page, it definitely gets a little bit more challenging. 2 times 4 is 8. We should know that. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 9 times 3 is 27. Number 24, we have multiple add-ins. So add in, add in, add in. So this is definitely a tough problem. We should always, I find it easier to start at the ones place with most kids. So right away, I build 10. So 4 and 6 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Then I regroup into the tens place. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. Then I move on to the hundreds place, and I see 3, 4, 5. So 542. Number 25, once again, kids lots of times make mistakes on a problem like this because they're not reading about it. They're not thinking. They just see numbers and they just go. This is an answer I see often. So they subtracted in the ones place, but then they added in the tens place. That's not correct. 15 take away 11 is 4. I like to count up 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's a difference of 4. Number 26, this is another big time common mistake problem. Lots of kids put 14. And they're right, 7 take away 3 is 4, but the difference between 57 and 63 is not 14. And I think lots of times kids want to borrow with this type of problem where they regroup from the tens and bring some over to the ones place and then subtract. And this is a good way. I feel like it's unnecessary though. So if we're really thinking about subtraction, we're just finding the difference between these. So I like to build up from 57 to 63. And I know that if I do plus 3, I get 60. And then 3 more gets me to 63. So now I'm there, and my difference is 6. You can count up like on your fingers, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. And we find a difference of 6. This is definitely a problem that we can improve upon. 5 times 7 is 35. 50 divided by 5 is 10. Number 29, this problem, most of us do pretty well. We start in the ones place. 7 plus 0 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13, and we need to make sure that we regroup those tens into the hundreds. 100 plus 300 is 400. Here's another problem. 1 take away 1 is 0. 5 take away 2 is 3. And some kids forget to bring down the hundreds place. That's very important. So 351 minus 21, there's a difference of 330. Number 31, we typically do pretty well. We start in the ones place and we get 48. Number 32 is tricky because kids usually make a mistake here in the tens place, and I'll show you a trick. But starting at the ones, 8 take away 1 is 7. Now, lots of times kids will do this. 16 take away 9, they think that they need to regroup. Well, technically, you really don't need to. If I just look at 16 minus 9, I can count up and I get 7. So I'm kind of looking at this part of the problem as 1, and that can really help you. Number 33. I always like to try to build tens, but there's nothing really that easy for me to build here. But I do see 9 and 9. And doubling 9 plus 9 is 18. Number 34, we're going to add 9, 5, 5, 12. Ooh, this problem is really important that we do 50 minus 28. And that's 22. Then we bring down the hundreds place. And this last problem, because I'm about to run out of time, is 6, 2, 1. So, boys and girls, remember, improve your mental math skills and improve your math fluency. keep working, it's not easy.